Oh, come over, Jonathan. It's a special day. You know why it's special? It's actually twofold, Robert. Brother ROBB. Brother ROBB is turning 64. Turned 64 today. 64. Oh,
that old thing.
Oh.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Feed me.
I mean, now look, I gotta show you something. Blair Cress, one of our customers, was so happy. How could you not be happy with a TNT? Look what he has sent us. That's what we are having for lunch. We got the rolls. He even sent, look what he also sent. He sent A-treats. We got cans and cans of A-treats too. For a wonderful luncheon. But there's a problem. I'm not gonna be here.
What?
Do you know where I'm gonna be? Well, I'm a broadcast pioneer. You're in my way!
Jeez.
I'm a broadcast pioneer. And today we are having a luncheon. And we are having a memorial for Jean Norman, who played Pixan. Here she is. When I was growing up, when I was little. Was I ever little, Rob?
Yeah, little.
Yes, and she's 83 years old, a wonderful woman, and she was performing like right up until, I guess, a few weeks ago. So that's where I'll be. I won't be here for lunch, but guess what? The boys have promised to document Blair's lunch, and we're going to celebrate Rob's birthday. They're still hot, soft pretzels, Philly style. That's right. I expect film recordings.
Hopefully Kirk gets here.
You better.
Ooh.
You better. I want film recordings. Now, I'm sending Rob off to get our truck, our brand new van serviced. It's time we change the oil. It's now got 4,000 miles. Let's go out to the van. Now, in yesterday's video, the turbo, we gave you the initial preliminaries. Brother ROBB.
I think you did that. I didn't do it.
Broke my tail light on our big truck. Dumpster got in the way. Now, Rob, what was your reason? Why?
You told me to roll the van into the dumpster.
I told him to roll the big truck up.
You told me to hit the dumpster. I heard him.
Okay.
You heard him, right?
Anyway, Rob, you may now. Here.
Now what am I going to roll? I'll back this in the
dumpster. Now, he's taking the van up. Now, what's done? Scott has carefully marked the pedals.
I knew I was getting set up. I knew it because everybody's out here. Oh, let me think.
He said, where
the brake.
He said he couldn't find the brake. Where's the brake pedal?
Right next to the gas.
Where it's been on every vehicle since day one.
I think the Model T.
The Model T, I think, was the first one.
Well, you see how nice this brake is? Okay. That's the way a brake should be.
Now look.
His vehicle,
all right,
the brake is about this wide.
Jonathan, come in.
And you have
to the brake. Brake and gas and emergency brake. Now, Jonathan, show the big truck.
Funny.
Is this open yet?
Okay, now, I'm trying to understand why he couldn't find the brake. See, he rolled into the dumpster. Okay, now let's look.
Let's look. Where? Brake and gas.
Well, and the column. The steering wheel. Rob, I don't understand. There's two pedals and the column. Where were you trying to hit?
I had my foot on the column.
On the column?
On the column. Because it's straight where the damn brake should be.
There's no pedal on that.
Yeah, well, it felt like a pedal when I'm not looking at it. You try it and see if it doesn't feel
Rob,
like a pedal.
I drive it all day.
Do your song again. Will you? Go ahead.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me
when I'm 94?
Dun, dun. Oh, my poor brother.
Quit.
Oh, you can't.
Now, where's the brake on this one?
It's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. Now, please, bring this back without a dent. It's only got 4,000 miles. Please.
Wait a minute. Oh, I didn't see the door was open. Where's the keys?
In it.
In it. Probably in the cup
Where
holder.
do you put keys? Now, if it was Terminator 2, we'd have the keys up in the visor.
Why don't you shut your big yapper?
Let's get him on his way. And because I'm not going to be here, I think this is an appropriate time to cut to the boys' lunch.
Hi. Just got back from wrecking the van. Broke all the taillights and everything. It was great. Now I'm going to have one of these pulled pork.
That's turkey.
Well, I'm going to have the pork part. You can have the turkey. I'm having a delicious pulled pork sandwich. Turkey.
Turkey.
Or pork. Could be pork. Delicious. Smells good. Less filling. Tastes great.
Did you get your soda?
What soda?
Soda in the fridge.
I get a soda? I want a sarsaparilla. Where's the sarsaparilla? There it is. Getting me a sarsaparilla. Just like the Cowboys. Yeah. Ready? Here we go.
Yummy. Scotty, what are you getting? Here's another one getting one.
Damn right, man.
Looks good, Wallace.
Oh, yeah, man.
I gotta do all the filming today since Todd's too important. He's very important things to do.
Yeah, well, watch me while I get down.
Another one, too.
Oh, man.
And you're really eating.
I'm getting another one myself.
All that turkey there, man, what you
Can't let it go to waste here. Where's the...
you ain't got that many guys here, so you might as well.
Where is everyone? There's nobody here. Where's Kurt? I was told we're not allowed to have off any days.
Aren't we closed on Wednesday?
Nope. Todd said no days off.
Oh.
Well, where is he then?
Don't forget your soda.
No, I ain't getting no soda. I want some.
Soda, but he got his sodas in here.
You got all them sodas? They came with the...
I came with the meal.
Got me a sarsaparilla.
Spicing it up. I like it.
We're gonna have to get some more roll. I don't think we're gonna have enough.
What?
Jonathan?
I just got a birthday card from the boys here. Special thoughts. What am I to do with you? From Todd. What's this, horny birthday from Walt? I don't know, but I don't see any P's there. Of course, Scott, we all chipped in to get you a brand new shiny brake pedal. Enjoy. When do I get to go home? Happy birthday, Jonathan.
When do I get to go home?
You go home, I'll mail you your check.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Steve. Oh no, not my truck. Smash from Jason. Happy birthday from Chris. Linda wrote, happy birthday and a wonderful new year ahead. Linda, that was very nice. And look, happy birthday and keep on trucking from Wow. Jump Rob's, what does that say? Ching. Happy birthday from Kurt. What's that say? Rob's coming, maybe? Oh, Rob's driving, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, it could be that. That's great. I'll take it home and burn it.
Put it right in the shredder like Ryan does.
Here we go, right in the shredder. There we go.
Johnny, what? There's like nothing left.
Where were you?
Look, BLAIR, it's gone.
It was delicious. See, we didn't get a chance to try it.
Well, I'm gonna.
What about Walter?
Yeah,
There's nobody here by that name.
It was good.
I think I'll supplement it and wash it down with some birch beer from the A Treat Corporation. They're the largest in the world, bigger than Pepsi. No, Frank, you're the largest. Thank you, Blair. Look, this is Joe's Miss Pac-Man. Stephen has brought this back to life, painstakingly brought back to life. Now, the deal was, this was in a private home for years, and it was only being vended for about 2 years, but Stephen had to repaint the blue, because it just wore it out, in the private house. But the overlay's original, the monitor glass is original. The game was actually in excellent shape other than the fact that it needed repainting, and of course our pink team molding. Isn't it nice? This is how nice our games look. And from what I find, for $18.99, our Miss Pac-Mans are not only cheaper than everybody else, but they're original. We have the original all-metal joystick that's rebuilt with a new grommet. I have one more game to show you, but I gotta show you this lovely email I got. Somebody sent us an email to our website. I have an old pinball machine that I bought a few years ago. It hasn't been used for at least 15 years. Do you purchase them? And if so, what is the process? I live in such and such. Now, I bought this old pinball machine a few years ago. Now, if I'm not mistaken, few means what? Here's the definition. It hasn't been used for at least 15 years. So what do? Do we say few times 10? What's the name of the game? Does it work? Do you actually have a picture of it? Of course I emailed them back. I mean, let's go around. Now, she'll probably send me the name of the game, but she won't send me a picture. I'll have to send another email. I love doing this because sometimes it involves 3 or 4 emails from the people before they finally perceive everything they wrote in their stinking little email address. Their little email message. How's that for nasty? Look, Joe. An original Space Invaders. That's right, nicer than it was new because the red T-molding sets this puppy off beautifully. Beautiful glass here in the front. Look at the reflections, the stunning color reflections. New control panel overlay, new buttons. The television set's been rebuilt with all these new parts. Game works perfect, all the sounds are there. Everything works perfect. We have a free play button here. We're the only company in the world that provides that special free play button at no extra charge. Now look inside. That is a blacklight blue fluorescent light. That means it is a blacklight bulb, but when it's off it looks white. It looks like a white light. So it allows, it does 2 things. It makes anything that's blacklit, that's reflective or fluorescent glow. And number 2, it adds extra brightness. So this actually works better because it lights up the planet and adds the extra color. It's a very nice effect. It also lights that 3-dimensional planet. Nice, clean, original boards are now being fed all the right voltages with our beautiful little power supply. Isn't that nice? Isn't it nice? It's nice. Look at the sidearm. He's restored it. Now, if this wasn't great enough, we have a second one. Our last Space Invaders we're working on right now. But that means Wallace is working on an overhaul. This spy hunter has been a bugger, hasn't it?
Sure did. I'm done with it yet.
No, it still needs work, but electronically it's now finished and actually working right. And we're very pleased how nice it came out. It needed a lot of work, more than usual. But we'll be back to this when it's done.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh!
Whoa! Almost fumbled. Amazon delivery. Suggest to you.
Okay. Wallace, I'll borrow.
Came all the way from the Amazon.
Is he still the legend? Are you still the legend?
What did I say?
Wallace, more coffee. And it's our favorite coffee, too. Jeannie, oh, this is Mark from California. Jeannie, mine. Now.
It's mine, you understand? Mine, all mine. Get back in there. Down. Go. Mine.
Well, when I finish paying for it, see you next month. California Mark. Wow, Mark.
Thanks,
You
Mark.
can smell this even in the box. This
Well,
is
all this good coffee you coming up with here. When do I get my cup?
You're not when you start working.
Okay.
Thanks, Mark. Wait a minute. You know what we can do? We can instantly, right now, show Mark the Genie. We actually got 2 in there. So Mark is going to get the best of the 2. Would you like to see them? I'll take you right there. Here, watch.
Where'd that?
Where is Kurt?
That's your handwriting too. I recognize it. Bullshit.
That's not me.
It's not you. And there.
It's not him.
Look at his face. I want the audience to come in close. Now, do you think it's his handwriting?
He's an artist. He draws that.
I wouldn't waste.
That wasn't
cardboard
drawn.
box.
Somebody actually went over here after the cardboard I just went in the dumpster to get and cut a nice big chunk out of my cardboard.
Oh, the Lennox air conditioning. Isn't it great that we're next to the air conditioning guy because we get all of his new air conditioning boxes?
And
Okay, now let's look. We need a medieval madness.
No, but you wrote "Have you seen Kurt" on it?
Oh, that imbecile probably did.
Who?
Hobbits. Where?
Right there.
Batmans.
that one. Right there.
It had to be somebody that draws.
That one. Oh,
You
it would
draw
be back there.
and he
Okay.
draws.
It's only one end.
Listen, this he wants
see the
this. She wants to have the fun of opening it. So the medieval madness gets shipped this the way it is. Okay.
Double the price. If it's sold out.
Yes.
Double the price.
Somebody wanted this. I'll have to look it up. Okay. Back here we have Kurt.
Kurt?
Well, the reason we came over here is for this.
Ha ha!
That's right. Look.
Not one, but 2.
That was in stereo. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3.
Not one, but 2.
Look at Robbie. There. Oh, the air pump. Okay.
I think we should give him the ugliest one, Todd, and save the nicest one for another customer.
Ugliest one for my Mark. Who's Mark? You creep.
Which Mark? That's what you should be saying.
I've never heard of a Mark. Mark who?
Coffee.
Coffee Mark.
All right.
You think if we brought a lamp, Kurt will come out of this box?
This back glass looks very nice. It's locked.
What idiot. No, it shouldn't be locked.
Well, Mark has to get the nicest one. This is a nice one. Well, that one is too. Oh, I don't know. Huh.
And we give him a little bit of both.
A little bit of both. I like that. I actually don't. Who turned that on? All right.
Somebody's using the air, obviously.
Yes. Anyway, listen, I do have a jukebox I want to get rid of. Oh, it's sorry, but be another day. I don't want to.
You mean I put things away when people pull things
I
out?
don't like everything away.
Not in the aisle so we can get up and down it?
Oh, look, I will show you this. Look at the Hyper. This is Neo Geo's smash new Hyper 64 system. We have 2 of them. See how nice they roll? They use Computermatic Hyper 64s in them.
Say hello to my little friend.
Say hello to my little friend!
Isn't this beautiful? We're going to sell these dirt cheap.
But you said you sold one.
Well, somebody's interested. Ah, the manual.
Yes!
$10 more.
On eBay.
Well, we need to put the nicest one together for this guy. This one seems to be nicer. Oh yeah, that one's missing a part. Okay, this one's complete. Okay, good. So we're going to work on this. So we'll pick out the nicest cabinet out of the two. Should we go back to the shop
Where it's cool.
we get?
Okay.
See? Now he knows.
Next.
See, Mark? We didn't forget you, baby. Anyway, thank you very much, Mark. It was very kind of you. Rob, coffee? Can you make us a pot? Sir, that was easy. See, I delegate. You delegate. Anyway, look what's coming. Black plate. All the Bondo has been done. Stephen will be able to paint this in a half an hour. We'll give him an hour. He's very involved in this high speed that was really an atrocious machine, but it's going to be the nicest high speed in the world. Because it's got some really neat stuff on it. We're gonna share it. We don't want people to get too excited about it. You know, so we don't want people to get too excited about it. Right? This is nice. The PACMAN arcade party. That's going out soon. Anyway, let's move on. And we're gonna close with this magnificent Hulk. And this really will. Hulk. People call it Hulk.
Not
No,
magnificent.
they don't
Hulk.
care about that. They don't care about that part. Now, all these other games that we've had, all these other Hulks have been really nice, especially the last one went out. But this one is actually very special. The back glass is almost perfect. Now, here's why. I suspect this machine was purchased new, hardly used, and taken to a home. And you know why? Because of these side rails. Let me cut to some footage that we shot earlier when the game came in. Now here's something extraordinary. This is the original shipping material to cover the rails. It's still present on both sides of the machine. Look at that. Now what does that mean? That's right, this could possibly have been in a private home its whole life. Or we had a very sloppy vendor. A shoppy vendor. Yes. Good, man. Steven, you're always in the way, and that heater's gonna kick on. Wait a minute. If I shut it here. Did it just in the nick of time. Look. Anyway, here's what makes this special. Inside, oh God, I just got a thumbs down for that. I love lifting this up with that. See this card here? These are always missing. Advise location that the push button switch on the bottom of the cabinet will turn the game on and off. It's still there, and that one. On a System 1 game, those switches are invariably ripped out.
The switches are ripped out?
Or they,
Why
the
they turn the game
cards.
on if the switches are ripped out? Come on. 1,200 videos, you could get a friggin'
I'm
right
61. I'm losing track of things, you know?
Look at that. That's still there, and it's actually clean.
The coin door is very clean, but the klutz head who was in here was cutting wires and things. When he put the free play button, he actually had a doorbell on this. They drilled a hole here and they put an old-fashioned doorbell button. Why they wouldn't have put it on this side, but this way they had the wires coming all the way around and in here and out the door. They must have thought that was the greatest thing. Well, that's gone, and Steven has repaired it where you would never know, ever know, there was a hole there. And so we have it back to factory, so there's no holes drilled in it. We added a button in case our customer wants to take it off of that and decides to hook it back up to coins. There's no other holes drilled in. Now look what we did. Light-o-matic buttons. You can do it to your System 1s. You see the plastic piece in the back. Steve Young sells those for the System 3 games. And then he sells the flipper buttons. Clear ones that the lights will glow in. Isn't that nice? Yes, it is. And look, Jason is wired in an outlet. You see, there's the plug right off the GI circuit so our customer can change it himself. new flipper coils, new end-to-stroke switches, new plunges and links. All of the coils and links have been cleaned and scrubbed. Coils changed. Bottom is gorgeous. Oh, Frank, show them this. See this fuse? That's that fuse that you need to add in if you buy a System 1 game. And it's an older one, like a Sinbad, maybe Countdown, anything with chime coils. Cleopatra, a couple of the earlier ones. Put the fuse in, because one time out of 2,000 times you turn it on, that fuse the transformer gets hot for some reason, blows the fuse. Your transformer's safe. If the fuse wasn't there, the transformer would smoke. And that's why we have people. Oh, who put the...
Supposed to take the ball out before you go to the playfield.
No, I own the place. I do anything I want. Another thumbs down. You know, boys. You know, the boys. You know, a lot of our viewers think you boys.
Yes, officer. This guy owns the place.
Now
You
look,
want to talk to him?
look. Magnificent, perfect back glass.
So throw a pinball
Never
through
again. Look, we use towers to get that gorgeous effect. Beautiful towers to get that effect. An easy to change button cell from Dosen Electronics. These connectors were, of course, usually rotten or fried, and then a new connector here. Board is bulletproof. Look how clean this board is. It'll never have another problem again because the battery can never leak. This is a Rotten Dog power supply. We always put a new power supply in. All new capacitors feeding your logic board. Nice, clean, quality voltage. Oh. Kurt, can you get that? You lied. Anyway. The Hulk guy. Tell him we're shooting a video. And tell him we expect him to make his own video once he gets this magnificent, beautiful piece.
Can't wait for it. Hurry up.
He is going to love this thing. Kids go nuts for this game. See, all these rollovers were replaced. They used to be red with a white star. We put clear in so we could put the green in to match the colors. Steve Young sells those. Now we always change the stars, brand new. Somebody pointed out this is a mini flipper plastic here that he uses, isn't it? That's pretty clever, I thought. It was a clever idea. The plastics were absolutely perfect. It looks like a brand new plastic set. It's not. It's the factory set. And it's protected by these Lexan washers. People ask how much. This one was, I think it was $25.99. That's what the price is for this magnificent shot. And lastly, Kurt wants to go. Right there, we've lit that. That's what you saw the plugs earlier. There's nothing finer. Kurt, I want to take a picture, a still of this.
Well, hurry up.
I have to take a still of it. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. So, because people haven't seen it, I did an elaborate green screen, meaning I spent hours on it, on an Incredible Hulk episode. I'm going to end the video with that. Do you think everybody will want to see it? It's a rerun! Oh, I spent hours doing this. Well, hopefully you'll like it.
I love it because it keeps you occupied out of our hair when you're doing
it. And keep watching. There's more coming later this week.
Oh.
Good night.
It's locked. I'll get some help.
Oh my gosh. I think I have the key.
The door is locked.
Yes, I'm working on it. Oh, here it is. I got it. Oh, I guess they don't need it now. I'm out of here. Oh, my elevator.
I got in the wrong elevator.
Good night, everyone.